走れ走れ走れ今はまだ勇気が足りない少しのきっかけが足りない動き出して僕の体走れ走れ走れCaRinA走れOhayo! Popo desu! And I'm here with my most adorable co-host, Anthony desu! Anthony, say hi!
Hi.
Hello! Today, Jin Jin and I are doing two separate episodes. So this is episode 3, part A. What I'm going to be talking about today is nutrition and health and basically everything you ingest before, during, and after a run. Just let me start out with a disclaimer. I am not a nutritionist, I am not a dietitian, and I'm certainly not a personal trainer. These are all suggestions, things that we found that work for us. First off, before a run. Very important that before you go running, whether it's 5 in the morning or 10 at night, you want to make sure that you have a really good breakfast. Look for things high in fiber, high in whole grains. Cereal is great, but you want to look for cereal that doesn't have too much sugar. The higher fiber multigrain cereals usually have about 5 or 6 grams of sugar in comparison to, say, your favorite kid's cereal, which can have anywhere from 16 to 24 grams of sugar, which is a lot. We're talking like fruit juice amounts of sugar. That's all well and good to start off, but if you're trying to go for a long distance, you're going to find that that sugar is going to completely disappear and you'll crash about halfway through your run. Another thing that's really good to eat, peanut butter toast. I can't say it enough. Basically, it's great because it's got the whole grains in the toast and it's got the protein from the peanut butter. Can't go wrong with protein. Really helps you build lean muscle, and you know what? It tastes pretty good too. Something else that you should be taking every morning, not just the morning before runs, would be your vitamins. I know what you're saying. I'm Flintstone strong, I'm Flintstone's kid, 10 million strong and growing, but let's face it, not all of us take our vitamins every day as adults. Really important just because unless you have a dietitian and a chef on staff that makes sure that you get all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients that you are required every day, it's pretty impossible to do that. So I find that the best vitamin is a multivitamin. Now once again, I'm not a brand sponsor, so this is just one that I like that works for me. I go for an Ultra Mega Women's Vitamin. It's got about 700,000 different things in there, but it's got everything that you need for your whole day. This one in particular is for active, so you're going to find that it has joint cushioning things in there like glucosamine and chondroitin, and we'll talk about that in a minute. In addition to a multivitamin, and this isn't just for women, so guys listen up too, is to make sure that you take your calcium. I know what you're thinking, I drink milk every day, but it's always good to get that extra calcium, especially if you're running, because calcium not only makes your bones strong, it also helps rebuild your muscle, because let's face it, when you're working out, all you're doing is tearing up your muscle and then the muscle rebuilds itself. So this also helps to prevent what's called compartment syndrome, which can be caused by not stretching enough before or after a run. And we're all guilty of it. When we're done running, we just want to sit down. I'm done. I did it, 27 miles. I'm just going to pass out. But it's very important to stretch. But if you can't always get the proper amount of stretching, the calcium will help. If you don't have a multivitamin that contains glucosamine or chondroitin or any sort of joint help, it's good to get just a joint pill. I know what you're thinking. I'm not 100 years old, I don't need that, but this is especially good if you have previous sports injuries from dance, gymnastics, softball, volleyball, anything that would involve you hurting your knees or any of your joints. Two of the main ingredients in the joint supplement you'll find are glucosamine, which we talked about earlier, which helps by strengthening, protecting, and rebuilding your joints, which is great, and then chondroitin, which you've heard a lot, I'm sure, which assists in lubricating and cushioning your joints. So this is going to help you if you don't have, like I said, that extra little bit in your multivitamin. Hi there, Popo desu, and I've made it to the CaRinA Grande Stage. Woo! So I am about 5K, a little over 5K into the run, making sure to hydrate. It's really important before, during, and after to keep yourself hydrated, because even if you think that you've got enough water, you probably don't, because once you start feeling thirsty, that's actually the beginning of dehydration. So you want to make sure you never feel thirsty during a run. Alright, I know what you're thinking. For long distance races, how do you go 4 or 5 hours without eating? Well, you don't. There are lots of different options for what you can eat during runs. Some people like to eat protein bars or fiber bars, which are delicious, but for me, I really like chocolate, so first of all, it's going to be melty and disgusting by the time I want to eat it. And also, they're kind of hard to chew and swallow while you're running. A lot of people like it, just not a big thing for me. There's always, of course, the old standby, the banana, nutritious, delicious, the perfect food. Comes with its own lovely carrying case. It's really good for you. It's got good potassium, which will help you with your circulation while you're running, and it's really easy to carry. You can attach it to your water belt. Another thing that I really like, there's lots of different gummies out there on the market for energy, but a brand that I like in particular would have to be Honey Stinger. They're really good, really tasty. A couple great things about these are they are gluten-free, so if you have celiac disease, you can certainly enjoy these. They are also organic, so you can feel good about yourself buying them. What I really like about these is that they don't contain caffeine. Caffeine is really good if you really want that extra boost and you're used to drinking coffee every day, but caffeine gives me the shakes, so it actually negatively affects my running. They come in a lot of different flavors, but these two are my favorites, Cherry Blossom and Pink Lemonade, and most importantly, they are pink because, you know, when there's a question, the answer is usually pink. What I like about the ones I've shown you today is that they're all one serving, so this entire packet is one serving. You don't have to worry about opening, eating a couple, and then wrapping it up and saving some for later. Now I will say, when you first try the shot gels, you are going to go, ugh, warm fruity mucus, but then all of a sudden, it does taste really good after that. I really like this particular flavor, the raspberry flavor, not just because it's delicious, and it's pink, but because it is one of the flavors which is caffeine free. These come both caffeinated and decaffeinated, so you can get any kind you like. They have a lot of varieties, and they're not too expensive. All of these go for about $1.15 to $2 each, which isn't that bad, especially if you're running on a budget. Once again, hydrating. As I said, I'm about 5K in. We're gonna keep going, keep hydrating, and we'll see you at the end to talk about different fluids and the best way to hydrate after a run. All right, the run is over, but we're not done yet. When you're done, you definitely want to recover. So after you're done stretching, because that's very, very important, you want to move on to refueling. First, we'll start with the liquids. As I was talking about earlier, water, super important before, during, and after, but there's also other things you can drink. For example, Gatorade has this cool line called G2. Once again, not a product spokesperson, just telling you what I like. And of course, it's pink, and as we recall, if there's a question, the answer is almost always pink. This one's really good. It's raspberry lemonade, and it's part of their low-calorie G2 series, which is only 45 calories for the entire bottle, compared to other sports drinks, which are about 60 calories per serving, and there's usually 2.5 servings in a bottle. So that's a good one. Tastes really great and helps you refuel with electrolytes and potassium. And then another thing that's really, really popular, of course, is coconut water. I'm not a fan. It does not taste good to me, but it is really, really good at rehydrating you. Kimi has suggested trying the pineapple kind. I've tasted it. It's better than the other ones, but I'm really not a fan of how it tastes. Something that's kind of big on the internet right now is aloe vera juice, or aloe vera drinks. There's really no conclusive studies saying that it's really, really good for you, but I know that it tastes really great, and I especially like the little pieces of aloe in there. It's just kind of like a snack and a drink at the same time. Really tasty. I don't know, can't go wrong. Now, on to the solids, or semi-solids. One of my favorite things to recharge with is Greek yogurt. There's a lot of different kinds. Usually a cup of Greek yogurt is about 140 to 150 calories, but there are 100-calorie packs, and then this kind, which I really like, which is an 80-calorie pack, so there's not quite as much calories, but it's the same size serving. This flavor is raspberry, pink, but I also like the pineapple flavor. Blueberry is really good too, and it also has antioxidants. They have an acai flavor as well. They're really, really tasty, really good. And also for protein. So this has about, I want to say, 12 grams of protein per serving. And then of course for quick protein, the good old standby string cheese. This one is a lighter variety, so it's about 70 calories per stick. Other ones are about 110 to 120. Also, there's snack mixes, there's granola, and trail mixes. I like this one. This is actually a salad topper, but I find it really, really delicious. This has cranberries, sesame seeds, honey, almond, and it also has raisins. Really, really, really good, really tasty. It's only 130 calories per serving, and this whole container is only 4 servings. So even if you eat the whole thing, I mean, you don't feel too bad. It's really, really tasty and all natural, cholesterol free. This is another item that's gluten free. For those of you celiacs, you can enjoy this as well. I know that that has become more and more popular just because more and more people are finding an allergy or sensitivity to gluten. So, and there's also no trans fat. So a lot of healthy snacks out there. I mean, I know after a long run you're thinking, yes, I can finally eat that entire cheese pizza that I've been craving, which, you know, you have burned the calories, but you also have to remember that you want to refill with things that are good for you. Lots of great options out there, but I just named a few. Again, I'm not a brand sponsor, I am not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionalist, and I'm certainly not a personal trainer, but I just like to tell you what I like and what I find that works for me. So I hope that you enjoyed the program today. Kimmy's going to be coming at you with the B side, which is going to talk about the different articles of clothing and different tools of the trade that you can use to enjoy your run comfortably. So thanks again, and continue to watch us on CaRinA Hashire. Our new channel will be coming at you with more adorable videos, singing, dancing, and of course running. Thanks, and have a great day!